Good morning, everyone. My name is Yasir Gulfraz, and I'm your tutor for today's session. This is our third session of Unit 6, Managing a Successful Business Project. Before I get started, can you guys see my screen? Can you hear my voice? If there is any issue, please let me know. So let's get started. This is learning outcome 3 of our unit, managing successful business project. This part of the unit is all about bringing everything together. So you have done your research, collected your data, and now it is time to present your finding clearly and make logical recommendation based on the evidence you have gathered. So let's move forward and learn how to turn research into action. Research methodology. Research methodology is just a fancy way of saying how you plan to carry out your research. It's your overall strategy, what method you will use, how you will collect data, and how you will answer your research questions. So now there are many different ways to do research. Each method has its strengths, but also some weaknesses. So that's why when you choose your method, you should be ready to explain why you picked it and why you did not go for the others for this unit. We are going to understand methodology using something called uh, Sanders onion. It's helpful model that breaks the research process down into layers, just like peeling an onion to help you figure out how to design your project properly. Any question? Research and research projects. So about Sanders onion, uh, this is a model that helps a step by step in building in a research plan. Think of like a peeling an onion. You start from the outside layer and work your way in. So each layer helps you make an important decision for your project. At the center of the onion is your actual data collection, the part where you go out and gather information. But to get there, you need to go through layers like your research, philosophy, approach, strategy, and so on. So by peeling the onion properly, you make sure your research is well organized and makes sense from top to bottom. Here is example of Sanders onion. So the outcome layer is your outermost layer is your research philosophy. This is how you see knowledge and truth. Do you believe facts speaks for themselves, or do you think people's experience shape the truth? Then we have the approach. This is whether your research is working from theory to results or from results in build theory. So then there is your strategy, like whether you are doing a case study, interviews, or surveys. After that, time horizon, or you're studying something just once or over a longer period. So finally, we research data collection where you gather the information you need using things like questionnaire, interviews, or observation. Any question? Uh, Research and research project. Top layer, their layers are as follows. Top layer, let's talk more about the first layer, your research philosophy. This is about how you, as the researchers, view the world and what count as valid knowledge. So, some researchers like facts and numbers, others want to understand feelings, opinions, or experiences. So, your plan shape your whole project. If you're focusing on what people do, your approach might be different from someone who's trying to understand why they do it, and that's okay. So, what matter is that your philosophy matches your aim and methods. Morning, Kate.
In morning.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, okay. Uh, Research philosophies, or here is talking about types of philosophies. Uh, there are few key philosophies I want you to remember. The first one is positivism. This is where you believe in facts, objectivity, and often test hypotheses. It's like a scientific approach, very structured. Next is realism. It's quite similar to positivism, but says reality exists whether we study it or not. Realism has two types. Direct realism, believe that what we see or sense is exactly how things are. Critical realism says what we experience might not show the full picture, it's only a starting point. So then we have interpretivism. Uh, this one's very different. It says you can't really separate the researcher from the research. So your background, your thoughts, they all shape how you understand the results. So in this approach, the researcher plays an active role in interpreting the data. Second and third layers, once you understand your philosophy, the second layer is about your research approach. You will hear two words a lot here: inductive and deductive. So you don't need to get confused. There are simple deductive research means you start with the theory or assumptions, and they go out to test it. So it's like saying, I believe bonuses improve performance, so I will test if that's true. So this kind of research usually use numbers, so it's linked to quantitative methods. On the other hand, inductive research means you don't start with the theory. You go out, observe, and then comes up with the theory based on what you find. This is more qualitative, like interviews or detailed observation, where you explain patterns and build ideas. Next, we move to the third layer, which is your research strategy. This is how you are going to carry out your research. There are six different options. First, uh, you might there are some different options. There we have a surveys where you ask people for their opinions or feedback. For examples, you might send a questionnaire to employees asking how they feel about and new bonuses systems. Surveys are great for collecting interviews, views from many people quickly. Any questions so far? Here,
No question.
is we will continue with the third layer of research strategies. Basically, we are talking about Sanders onion methodology. Uh, Another opinion another option is the case study, where you take an in-depth look at a single subject or organization over time. For example, you might track a company's performance before and after changing its pay system. But for your assignment, remember, you are not allowed to use case studies, so we won't go deep into that here. Next, there's grounded theory. This is one sounds tricky, but here's the idea. You collect a lot of data first and then let the theory emerge from what you have discovered. It's like working backwards. Instead of testing a theory, you let the theory once come to your through careful analysis of patterns in your data. So it is mostly used in social sciences. Then we have ethnography. This is about deeply understanding people's culture, habits, and behaviors. It's more common in anthropology or sociology, or anthropology or sociology, and it's rare in business research, but it's still good to do. So the last one is action research. This is when you do research in your own work or daily environment. For example, if you are working in company and decide to improve something by studying it during your job, that section research, it works well when the topic is new or there's no existing research on it. A fourth layer of Sanders onion is called the time horizon. This is all about how long your research will take. There are two choices. First, cross-sectional studies. This means you collect all your data at one point in time. It's quick and great when you need first results. For example, you might survey 100 employees today and then analyze the response. Uh, Second, we have longitudinal studies. This like longer and involve collective data over weeks, months, or even years. So this helps you understand how things change over time. For example, you might track employee motivation over a year to see if a new reward system is working. So fifth layer, which is data collection methods. You already know this part. These are the tools you use to collect your actual information, like surveys, interviews, observations, or using existing data from reports. So once you have gone through all the layers, your philosophy, approach, strategy, time frame and data methods, you will have a complete plan. Everything will make sense and fit together. It's like building step by step guide for your project. Research activity, basically putting it all together, you should know the research philosophies: positivism, realism, interpretivism, and understand how they affect your outlook as a researcher. Any questions so far?
No question.
Research methods, qualitative or quantitative? Have you ever heard about these methods? Any any idea?
I've heard of it.
When we do research, we usually two main methods, use two main methods, quantitative and qualitative. So what is difference? Quantitative research deals with numbers. It asks questions like how many, how often, or how much. So it's all about measuring things. For example, how many students prefer online classes? That is a questionnaire. On the other hand, a qualitative research is about understanding people, thoughts, and feelings. It does not care about how many people think something. It wants to know why they think that way. So if you ask why do students prefer online classes, so that's a qualitative. So if you use both methods in the same research, it is called a mixed method approach. Uh, it's like getting the full picture from numbers and from uh, feelings. Uh, Here is an example or scenario. So imagine we want to find out how many people use the bus that passes by our building. We can just stand outside and count the buses and people. If we do this for enough time, we'll have good numbers. That's quantitative research. But what if we want to know why those people are on the bus, or they are going to work, school, visiting someone? For that, we would have to ask them questions. So that questionnaire research, that's qualitative research, uh, because now we are digging into their reasons. But remember, asking questions takes obviously more time and effort than counting. Inductive or deductive. So there are two different ways of thinking in research. Deductive research means you start with the theory and test if it's true, like saying, I think students with part-time jobs score lower on exams, and then you collect data to prove or disprove it. This usually goes with quantitative research. Inductive research, on the other hand, means you start by collecting data and then build a theory from uh, what you find. So, if you start by interviewing students and find that those with job struggle with time management, then you create a theory based on your finding. This is mostly qualitative. What is sampling? Uh, let's talk about sampling. How we choose people to take part in our research. We can't ask everyone in the world, uh, so we choose a smaller group called a sample. The list of people we pick from a call is called a sampling frame. One way is random sampling. This means everyone has the same chances to pick. For example, you could stop the first 20 people walking by and ask them questions, or select every third person. So you can even use a computer to pick names randomly. It's fair and gives you uh, a broad mix. Certified sample, this is a bit more organized. Let's say you want your sample to match different group in society, like men and women, young and old, students and workers. You will divide your sample into these groups or strata and pick a few them from each. Uh, that way your sample represent everyone fairly. Sometimes it's get really specific. You might need someone who's 20 years old, live in rented houses, and earn more than 100,000 a year. As a researcher, you need to be smart and realistic when choosing your samples. So, open and closed questions. So, open and closed questions. Closed questions are the ones that gives you only a few set answers, like do you like the prime minister? You can only say yes, no, or don't know. That makes the data easy to count, uh, which is perfect if you are doing a questionnaire study. But if I want you to tell me more, I would ask an open questions like what is it like about the prime minister? Then I might prompt you with anything else until I really dug into your thoughts. Open questions gives us richer data because you can say whatever you feel. In fact, market researchers often prompt at least three times with open questions to make sure they get all the details they can. A closed question useful tool for closed question is the Likert scale. This is a multiple choice format where each option is balanced between positive and negative views, and you may have a natural middle point. For example, I might ask which of these best uh, 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 describe uh, describes how you feel about your meal, and gives you choices from very happy down to very unhappy. You pick one answer and then tells me not just your opinion but how strongly you feel. So sometimes, though, I don't want anymore sitting on the fence, so I leave out the neutral options and force a positive or negative response. So, Likert scales can be larger provided there is a equal strength of views about the neutral point. You can make a Likert scale longer if you need more uh, neutral. For example, I could let you choose between extremely happy, very happy, happy, neither happy, nor happy. Unhappy, very unhappy, and extremely unhappy. So by giving you more points on the scale, I get an even clearer picture of exactly how you feel. Each options has equal weight, so it is fair and balanced on both the positive and negative sides. Once you have collected all those responses, we can analyze them using simple, statistics, means, mode, median, and standard uh, deviation. The first three are called measures of central tendency, which help us see what the average person thinks. The standard deviation tells us whether everyone feels roughly the same way or if opinions are all over the places. Uh, multi choice questions are um, useful when there is more than one possible answer. So these are really helpful when there's more than one possible answer. For example, if I ask you which of these uh, TV programs have you heard of, and gives you a list like Walking Dead, Question Time, Emmerdale, and so on. So you can tick all that apply. This type of question shows more about your habits or knowledge than if uh, I only ask you to pick your favorite show. It is not limited to just one answer. So it gives broader and richer information, which helps us understand patterns of behavior better. Any questions so far?
No questions.
Uh, Using trick answers in research, sometime uh, in a list of options, we add a fake answer like lollipop eating, a show that does not exist. Why do we do that? It is clever way to catch people who are just ticking everything without thinking. So if someone select a fake options, we know they are probably not answering seriously, and we may choose to disregard their response in our data. So this helps us make our research more reliable and trustworthy, something we call research robustness. Ethics in research. Now let's get into something really important, ethics in research. So this means doing research in a way that's morally right and socially acceptable. So when we research sensitive topics like race, religion, or animal rights, we must not let personal opinions or beliefs affect how we treat the topic. Even if you personally feel strongly about something as a researcher, you must stay neutral and objective. uh, that means sticking to the facts and respecting all views. So your work stays scientific. In the UK, there are ethics committees and research bodies that oversees this. So, but as a student researcher, it's your own responsibility, and also your tutor's roles to guide you if there is concerns. Ethics in research. Ethic is more than just staying neutral. It also means being honest and respectful throughout your research. This includes avoiding plagiarism, not making up results, and never putting anyone at risk. So, if you are interviewing people or gathering personal data, you have a duty of care. That means people should feel safe, respected, and comfortable during the process. You must protect their privacy. Don't use their names without permission. Use a code like respondent 23 or give them numbers to maintain privacy. So, the Data Protection Act requires us to handle personal information with care legally. So, ethical research is not just about being fair, it is also about being lawfully and professionally responsible. So you can visit this link for further reading, and you can find out some more, you know, reading slides about undergraduate dissertation in social sciences or methodologies. Here are some references. And also you can get some materials or books on your learning management systems. And thank you very much for joining me this morning. Any questions, concerns, or issues, Keith, or anyone?
For now, no.
Thank you very much, Keith. So I'll see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock for our, I think so, last session. Okay. So if there is any questions, you can drop me an email at yasir@ukversity.co.uk. Thank you very much, Keith, and see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Thanks and bye for now.